Hi guys, it's me, Pixie, and today I bring to you a new doll video of mine. Spring is here and I hope that warmth and greenery will cheer up you after a long time of winter coldness. I'm waiting impatiently for higher temperatures outside and longer brighter days. I feel like a sleepy animal that only now getting out of its slumber. I still have plenty of worries about what this year will bring to me since the war is still going. And it just means that worries are part of every Ukrainian routine. But this video will be about something heartwarming. About pixies and fairies. My nickname literally means one of those fantasy creatures, so I decided that I would go deep into their origins and tell you more about them. I never explored this theme in detail before, so it will be a lot of insights for me as well. Sit tight and we're starting. Today's doll will be about water pixie in particular. My customer wanted this doll to be inspired by the aquatic theme. So I tried to align with the vision and stick to the theme as closely as possible. I picked bluish golden colors for clothes and furniture, and I found this combination divinely suitable for our today's heroine. So what do we know about pixies? I'm sure most of you have a very particular representation of these creatures in your imagination. Shimmery, mischievous, close to nature tiny creatures. Some fandoms show them as something almost horror-like and unpleasant. But what are they lore-wise? In the verdant glens and whispering woods of olden lands, where the mists of antiquity shroud the realms of imagination, there exists a tapestry woven with threads of wonder and mystery. In the heart of this tapestry dances the ethereal beings known as pixies, their origins veiled in the mists of time. Legend has it that pixies with their delicate wings shimmering like a spun gold in the twilight first emerged from the enchanted forest of the ancient Britain. They were said to be the offspring of the very essence of nature itself, born from the laughter of bubbling brooks and whispers of rustling leaves. In annals of folklore, pixies are depicted as mischievous sprites, frolicking amidst the emerald foliage and hidden glens, their laughter echoing through the ancient groves. With their diminutive stature and impish demeanor, they were often perceived as both playful companions and cunning tricksters. Yet beneath their whimsical facade lay a deeper essence, an essence intertwined with the very soul of the natural world. Pixies were believed to be the custodians of the wilderness, guardians of the delicate balance between man and nature. In times of need, they would lend their aid to those who showed kindness and respect to the land, but woe betide those who incurred their ire through greed and disrespect. The mythology of pixies evolved, intertwining with the beliefs and traditions of diverse cultures. In the mythos of Celts, pixies were revered as guardians of sacred sites, their ethereal forms flitting amongst the ancient standing stones and burial mounds that dotted the landscape. It was said that those who approached these hallowed places with humility and reverence might catch a fleeting glimpse of these elusive beings. Their presence felt rather than seen. In the folklore of Norse, pixies were known as Huldufolk, or hidden people, dwelling in the shadowy depths of the enchanted forests that blanketed the rugged landscapes of Scandinavia. Here, amidst the towering pines and winding fjords, the pixies were said to hold court in subterranean halls adorned with glistening crystals and luminescent fungi. To encounter one of these elusive beings was considered a rare blessing, a sign of a favor from the hidden realms beyond mortal ken. In the misty highlands of Scotland, tales around the Sheachan, or fairy folk, who danced beneath the shimmering light of the northern aurora. With their ethereal beauty and otherworldly grace, these pixies were said to possess the power to charm even the most stoic of hearts, their haunting melodies luring unsuspecting travelers into the embrace of the wild. One of such variety of pixie is the will-o'-the-wisp, known for its elusive nature of its penchant for leading unwary travelers astray with its flickering ghostly light. In the marshlands and moors of folklore, these spectral pixies were said to dance amidst the mist, their luminous forms beckoning wayfarers into the murky depths of the bog. Though often perceived as malevolent spirits, some believed that will-o'-the-wisp served as guides to lost souls, leading them to the afterlife with their eerie glow. Another intriguing type of pixie is the brownie, a helpful household spirit known for its industrious nature and its penchant for performing chores under the cover of the night. In the folklore of the British Isles, brownies were said to inhabit the nooks and crannies of human homes, emerging at night to sweep the floors, mend torn garments, and perform other tasks in exchange for offering of milk and honey. Though shy and elusive by nature, brownies were greatly valued by those who benefited from their unseen labors. One may encounter the flower fairies, ethereal pixies whose delicate wings shimmer like iridescent petals in the morning dew. These enchanting beings are said to flit amongst the blossoms, tending to the fragrant blooms and spreading their magic with every gentle touch. Flower fairies are the embodiment of beauty, grace, and the eternal cycle of life and renewal. And then there are the sea sprites, pixies who are said to frolic amidst the rolling waves and storm-tossed seas. With their shimmering scales and seaweed tresses, these aquatic pixies are the guardians of hidden treasures and the keepers of the ancient underwater secrets. From the shadowy depths of the forest to the sunlit meadows of the countryside, the pixies continue to weave their magic, enchanting all who dare to believe in the wonders of the unseen world. There are plenty of stories and myths about pixies, and I will tell some of them to you. And the first one, Dartmoor pixies. The pixies of the marshes in Dartmoor were usually friendly to humans. They were known for their singing, dancing, and revelry, and were particularly associated with the cults in the area. However, they liked to lead travelers astray into the moors as part of their mischief. Those who were pixie-led could overcome them by turning their jacket inside out. Dartmoor pixies also liked to steal children for fun by disguising themselves as piles of rags or luring them with treasure. They'd keep the children for days, weeks, or even years and return them to Earth without the child being aware that any time had passed. Just remember the famous story about Peter Pan. In the mist-shrouded moors of Dartmoor, there once lived a young boy named Thomas who wandered too far from his village one moonlit night. As he roamed the winding paths of shadowy glens, he heard the faint strains of music and laughter echoing through the darkness. He heard the faint strains of music and laughter echoing through the darkness. Intrigued, Thomas followed the sound until he stumbled upon a clearing bathed in otherworldly glow. There, amidst the dancing shadows, he encountered a band of pixies, their delicate forms shimmering in the moonlight. Drawn by their enchanting melodies, Thomas approached cautiously, his heart pounding with the excitement and fear. The pixies, sensing his presence, welcomed him with open arms, inviting him to join their revelry. For hours Thomas danced and sang with pixies, his worries forgotten in the joy of the moment. But as the first light of the dawn began to creep across the sky, he realized with a start that he had strayed far from home. Panic-stricken, he begged the pixies to help him find his way back, but they only laughed and vanished into the mist, leaving him alone in the cold light of dawn. Lost and disoriented, Thomas stumbled through the moors until he finally reached the safety of his village. Though he returned home unharmed, he never forgot his encounter with pixies of Dartmoor, and he often wondered if it had all been a dream. Joan the Wad. Joan was the queen of the pixies, known by her wad, or stick-bundle torch that she bore in one hand. She roamed naked and free, swimming and horse-riding. Though her subjects were mischievous, Joan was a good luck to humans, and she used her torch to guide them through danger. The tale of Joan the Wad and the Knight's Quest. In the ancient forest of Cornwall, there lived a brave knight named Sir Arthur, who sought to win the hand of his true love, the fair maiden Eleanor. To seek out the legendary Joan the Wad, queen of the pixies, and retrieve her sacred torch. Arthur was set out into the heart of the forest, his heart filled with determination and courage. For days he journeyed through the tangled undergrowth, guided only by the faint glow of Joan's torch in the distance. Finally, after many trials, Arthur reached the sacred grove where Joan the Wad held the court. With a mixture of awe and reverence, he approached the radiant queen and presented his plea. Moved by his bravery and sincerity, Joan agreed to grant Sir Arthur's request, but only if he could prove himself worthy. With a wave of her hand, she summoned forth a host of pixies to test the knight's resolve, sending him on a series of trials designed to challenge his courage and wit. Through sheer determination and unwavering faith, Arthur emerged victorious, his spirit unbroken and his heart filled with gratitude. In return for his bravery, Joan bestowed upon him the sacred torch, a symbol of his triumph and a token of her favor. With the torch in hand, Arthur returned to his beloved Eleanor, his quest fulfilled and his honor restored. And here we go, we made it to the end of this video. Yet, for all their mischief and mayhem, Pixies possesses a beauty and grace that transcends the mortal realm. They are embodiment of the magic and mystery. I hope you learned something from this video and enjoyed my creative process. Stay for a little while to see the tender water pixie in all her goodness. Endless gratitude to my customer for ordering this lady. I hope she found her sweet spot in your collection. And big thanks to you, my viewers, for staying here with me today. See you soon in my next videos. I wish you to have a kind and calm day. Bye!
I can feel it coming on. Waves of crimson on my cheeks. Is it right or is it wrong? The way I need you next to me. Midnight, you pull me under your eyes. Got brand new colors, my mind is going crazy. Baby, maybe you've got all my attention. Living inside the tension, my mind is going crazy. Baby, I think I like it, I think I like it. I think I maybe might be diving into your ocean. No point in trying to deny it, or trying to fight it, or trying to hide it. I've decided to drown inside it, drown inside it. Tell me how I'm all you want, everything you ever dreamed. Got me thinking, is this love? The way I need you next to me. Midnight, you pull me under your eyes. Got brand new colors, my mind is going crazy. Baby, maybe you've got all my attention. Living inside the tension, my mind is going crazy. Baby, I think I like it, I think I like it. I think I maybe might be diving into your ocean. No point in trying to deny it, or trying to fight it, or trying to hide it. I've decided to drown inside it. I think I